Here's the little cute case. I cannot get over how stinking adorable this is. Like, you know, here's the guy she tells me not to be worried about, and here's me. This is the type of charger I'd keep in my backpack, my daughter's backpack, my nutsack. I'd keep it in literally anything. And before you freak out, this is my nutsack. What's going on, YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do? And this is going to be an unboxing of something that I purchased on Amazon. So going through my most recent orders, it was delivered today. Now, I spent the entire day working on cars. It is 7:51. I am now off work. I scrubbed my hands, but they're not perfect. So please don't get mad at me about my hands. But yeah, so this is the Anker 321 PowerCore 5K that we're going to be unboxing today. I paid $24.99 for it. Was it worth it? Let's find out. I shouldn't be so excited about this, but I am. Because this guy is just cute, okay? There's just no way around it. You can't sugarcoat it. It's a cute little guy. So this is the Anker PowerCore 5K. It's a little bitty power bank. It is the Anker 321, model number A1112. Sometimes they make changes and revisions as well. I like to include that in the video. We're going to unbox it. We're going to see how fast the device itself can be charged and how fast it charges other things. And maybe even I'll, extend the video a couple days and see, what it can do as far as like how much of a charge it can give my phone. You get the instructions. I've gotten some really good feedback on these videos that I don't show everything. So that's why I'm trying to be more, beginner friendly and explain everything as thoroughly as possible. So if you've had a lot of power banks, then this will probably be a little too much for you. But so let's go ahead and see what all we get. It's so cute and adorable and small. I love it. I just think this is adorable. What I love about this is the type of battery bank I can spend $20 on, throw in my daughter's backpack, and know that if she has a dead phone, she can still call me because this thing will, give her phone some life. That's such a cute little carry case. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it, but I've been using. Oh, there's power banks inside these little bags, but this one is so little and so cute. Like I don't remember which one this one went to. Actually, hold on, I have a lot of power banks. I think it went to this guy. This is the PowerCore 3 Elite 26K 87 watt. I love this thing because it can charge up my MacBook at 87 watts, and then I can charge the battery in this at 99 watts. I got 99 problems and a watt ain't one. All right, so there's the little tiny battery. It's so cute and small and it's adorables. There's all the information on the bottom of it. On my tiny little camera, I can't see if you can see that or not, but it is the Anker 321 power bank, PowerCore 5K. I'm really trying not to zoom into my hands. I use fast orange and I scrub them and I can't get them perfect. So you press the little button and it goes like that. Now we know we have 2 bars. 2 bars means that we have anywhere from 25 to 50%. 3 bars would mean 50 to 75%, while 4 bars would mean you're doing pretty good. Either you're full or you're almost there. So you're going to charge the phone using that little Type-C port on there, which is going to be the best way to do it. I don't know. We'll see because this doesn't provide very much of an output. We're going to run some tests and see some things, but you do have 2 options to charge up using the USB-A or the USB-C, and you want to recharge the power bank using the USB-C port. You'll want to buy something like this. It's a little Anker Nano 3 30-watt charger because this little guy charges my iPhone 12 Pro Max at about 25 watts. And it charges up my Pixel 7 Pro at about 25 watts. So this little guy is awesome. And then basically you'll just use so it came with the USB-A to USB-C. So you would have to use, something that has USB-A to charge up the power bank. Or you can provide your own little Type-C to Type-C. I love these little 1-foot cables. They're awesome. As you can see, I've got one that's Type-C to Lightning. That's going to be the best way to charge up your iPhone if you have an older one, because you might be watching this video in the future. And the next iPhone is not going to be able to have Lightning. They're going to have to switch it over to Type-C. So this cable right here should be able to charge up your iPhone 15 and beyond. But yeah, so I have two of them, one Type-C to Type-C and one Type-C to Lightning. But the Type-C to Type-C is how we're going to charge up the battery bank. We're going to plug it into here, and now it's going to charge. So got a lot of things to cover. Here's the little cute case. I cannot get over how stinking adorable this is. Like, you know, here's the guy she tells me not to be worried about, and here's me. Oh man, it's so adorable. All right, so this does have a trickle charging mode. What that means is you're going to turn the battery bank like this. There's no way to turn it on and off. This literally just checks the level. And the only other function it has is if you double press it, the little light turns green. Now you're in trickle charging mode. Let's connect that USB-A. I really don't use my AirPods that much, so they're pretty much always full all the time. I use this guy just to show you that there's some sort of power going to whatever it is I'm trying to charge. So it says it's at 0 amps right now, 5 volts. We're going to plug in our earbuds, and since this case is full, yeah, we're just seeing 0.12 amps. So really not much power is going into it at all right now. But anyways, trickle charging mode is going to ensure that it's going to keep the power going. So normally if it didn't see anything drawing, it would stop, but it's going to keep it in a very low powered output mode. And it's going to make sure that you don't charge something very fast that should be charged slowly, such as your Google Pixel Buds or your AirPods or your game controller or something like that. And then you'll just press it once to exit that mode, and now you have it in normal mode. And see there, it shows you connect the AirPods or whatever it is, and then you press it to exit, and then there's the specifications. So that USB-C output can do 2.4 amps. It could also do 2.4 amps in. So you're only going to get 5 volts with this guy. That's it. That's it. So let's run it through some tests. We've got this connected again. Let's connect our iPhone. And you can see that we are currently charging. This is definitely not the most ideal way to go. We're getting 5 volts and 1 amp. So 5 watts. That's essentially the same speed the old USB charger that came with iPhones charged your phone at. That's a speed where you could technically play a video game or something and literally not even charge your phone. It's such a slow speed that if you're actively using your phone and you're doing something that's demanding, you could actually only be keeping it alive instead of charging it. So that is definitely not the most ideal way to charge up your phone. Now, hopefully things change when I connect this USB-C to iPhone. Oh yeah, that's so much better. So now we're getting almost 5 volts at a little bit over 2 amps. So I've seen it hit 12 watts. Right now it's staying at 10. So that's going to charge it double what it was with the USB-A to Lightning. And now you can actually use your phone while it's charging and charge it. Or just don't use it and it charges even faster. So that's pretty awesome, and you'll definitely want to invest in a Type-C to Lightning cable if your iPhone uses Lightning. In the future, when they require iPhones to use Type-C, you'll want to use this cable right here. So the little cable that it came with, let's try to charge up our Z Fold 4. Hey, you got the little fast charging thing there. What? That's kind of crazy. I don't expect that. There's an app called Ampere from the Google Play Store, and it's going to give us a exact idea of what we're working with here if you don't have a little tester like I do. So yeah, about 1.4. I mean, it's respectable. It's all right. It's almost 10 watts. It's definitely doable. Now, let's see if anything changes when we do Type-C to Type-C. All right, we're going to plug it in. Got the little fast charging thing there. Oh yeah, almost 11 watts there. That is a lot better than what we were getting. Well, okay, maybe not a lot. It was 8 watts versus 10. But it's definitely better. As you can see, it fluctuates. It sometimes goes to 11. But yep, so this does 12 altogether. So let's see something here. Let's try that USB C to C. and we can tell that we're getting, a pretty decent speed there. But what if we connect the USB-A? Can we do 2 at the same time? So this definitely isn't recommended because the battery in here is only 5,000 in the first place. So you're, you know, you're not gonna. Most high-end smartphones are not going to fully charge with 5,000 mAh. That's kind of funny that the USB-A port was like, no, bro, you get less than I'm taking more. The USB-A is doing better. So yes, in theory, you could charge 2 things at one time. Like you could charge up your Pixel with the USB-C port, and then you could charge up your Pixel Buds with the USB-A port, or you could charge up your iPhone using the USB-C to Lightning cable, and then with the USB-A port, charge up your AirPods if they're low. That's pretty cool. Now, what about charging the thing? It doesn't have a micro USB port. A lot of people get confused on how to charge these things. It's actually a very frequently, used question on my videos. Well, let's go back to that USB-C Nano. Oh yeah. So this is what I used to put in my daughter's backpack all the time. The only downside to this is you always had to find a micro USB cable. And it's like we're literally just a couple days away from 2023. That cable right there is getting harder and harder and harder to find. I have almost everything Type-C to Type-C, and that's why I'm very excited that the next iPhone will have to be USB-C because I am so tired of carrying around different cables. USB-C to Lightning, USB-C to C, USB-A to Micro, USB-A to Lightning, USB-A to C, I just want one cable. I want it to be this right here, USB-C to USB-C. That's all I want. So this guy has been a difficult thing to charge, and the only way it can do any output is with that USB-A port. So it can do 5 volts at 2 amps, and it's not a very fast charge at all. So that's why this thing is so awesome, and we're so past micro USB, it's not even funny. All right, so we're going to plug this other end into the Type-C port, and this is just a regular wall outlet with a little watt meter attached to it, so you can get an idea of just how fast it's charging up the battery. You can see that we're charging it at almost 12 watts. And now that first light is blinking, meaning this battery was very low. When the second light starts blinking, then hey, you're getting there. When the third one starts flashing, yeah, it's about time to head out. And when that fourth one's flashing, you're almost there. You're at the finish line. Just wait a little bit longer, and this battery's gonna be full, and you can charge up your phone. If you have an older phone, like an iPhone SE or an iPhone 12 mini or something, then yes, this battery will fully charge up that phone. But if you have a modern, like, S20 or S21 or S22 or iPhone 13 or something, no, this will not fully charge it. This might get you from 10% to 60%, which is definitely going to be better than having a dead phone. But you will definitely want to step up to the PowerCore Redux. I'll have a link to this in the description below, but this is the 10,000 mAh. It does 25 watts of output. So yes, it can charge up your iPhone 12 Pro Max or 13 or 14 at 25 watts. This guy's going to charge those phones at, 10, 11 watts. So this guy's going to charge up your phone way faster. And this can be charged at 18 watts, where this guy can be charged at, about 10 or 11 watts. We can actually get an exact measurement with this little reader here. So there you have it. This is charging at 5 volts and 2 amps, which is 10 watts. And that's showing 12. There's a little bit of loss when it goes between AC power to this thing, to the USB-C port into your phone. So it's showing 12 there, but it's showing actually 10 going into the battery bank. I suppose the final thing to do is to see how much this little guy weighs, which is 131 grams, when this guy right here is 192, 130, 192, or 191. So this one's going to give you at least one full charge on pretty much any smartphone out there right now. This guy is more going to top you off or, get you going if your phone's dead. I paid $39 for this thing the other day, and I paid, $25 for this guy. So there is a pretty big difference. Honey, it's an extension I use, said this was recently $29. So I missed out on that sale, unfortunately. But when this guy's $29, this $25 charger is definitely not worth it. For $5 more, you're getting 25 watt output versus, 10 to 12 watts output. And you're charging this battery bank at 18 watts versus, 10, 11 watts that this thing charges at. So this thing's like twice as good in every way. If there's ever a sale on these, I will be buying a few of them because I think they're super cool. This is the type of charger I'd keep in my backpack, my daughter's backpack, my nutsack. I'd keep it in literally anything. And before you freak out, this is my nutsack. I made a video on it a while back. My nutsack's a little dirty. I haven't cleaned it in a while. So if this goes on sale, I will buy these up like hotcakes because they're just cute, adorable, and it doesn't hurt to have one within an arm's reach anywhere. You know how it is to leave your house with, 10, 15, 20% battery, and that's just not going to cut it. Or at the end of the day, your phone's about dead, and it's super adorable as well. So 25 versus 40, that's a pretty big jump. Obviously, you have to make that determination. But if you add this to your cart or your wish list and you get notifications like I do, then it'll tell you that this thing is on sale. And when this thing is on sale for $29, then there's absolutely no reason to buy this when this is $5 more. There's absolutely no comparing these two battery banks. Now, the older 18 watt input, 18 watt output, now you're kind of in, except for the double capacity, you're kind of... anyways, I'm just extending the video. With these things now being a thing, this thing's junk. It's only got one output, and it's USB-A, and it's slow, and it's awful. Phone's charging. Hey. Okay, I was talking a whole bunch of crap on this guy, but USB-A to Lightning, yeah, we're getting 11 watts. That's actually not too shabby at all. I don't mean to talk trash on it. It's cute, it's adorable, it's small. But in a world of everything being Type-C, get this one over this one for sure. I guess I could show, what if you just used like a USB-A output and then you plugged it into that USB-C port? This thing is so heavy that it wants to like come out of the socket, so I gotta hold it. But there we go. We're charging using USB-A to USB-C. So you can do that if you want to, but I recommend just doing USB-C to USB-C because as you can see, that's going at 10.93, 10.95. But if the only thing we do is change to the USB-C port and we plug it in, we're getting just a little bit faster charge. USB-C, all the things. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you learned something new today, please let me know by giving the rating below. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm a huge Anker fan. I pay for all these things with my own money, and I will definitely cover new Anker products in the near future. Please subscribe so you don't miss those videos. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not doing so already. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm out. And that was kind of cool. I changed it too, so it wasn't super low, but it was pretty darn low. And the beautiful thing is, this should definitely not take long to charge at 11 watts.